that shines. We're able to project our thoughts, paint our world with silver clouds. We're sketching lines up in the sky to pass the time. There's life and love straight above. We're growing up inside. Let's get up on this moonlight ride. It's such a supersonic feeling. We're surfing through time. We feel we're really moving from the earth to the light. There are stars racing past, zooming through the Milky Way. We have found a way to play. We are way up high, flying out in this virtual world. In this virtual world. Where is this sun? Where is this light? Where are the limits of our minds? How do we get inside our dreams to analyze what makes us fly out every day? We never really plan to stay. We do our work and go back home. This is our way. There's life and love straight above. We're growing up inside. Let's get up on this moonlight ride. It's such a supersonic feeling. We're surfing through time. We feel we're really moving from the earth to the light. There are stars racing past, zooming through the Milky Way. We have found a way to play. We are way up high, flying out in this virtual world. In this virtual world. Let's get up on this moonlight ride. It's such a supersonic feeling. We're surfing through time. We feel we're really moving from the earth to the light. There are stars racing past, zooming through the Milky Way. We have found a way to play. Let's get up on this moonlight ride. Let's get up on this moonlight ride. We're a new generation, surfing on the web all night and day. Always a celebration, 'cause when I'm online, it's time to play. We can travel around the world, share another family's daily life. For this world is no longer around. In every corner I find friends of mine, such good friends till the end. We're going vibes. One brave new world to be uncoiled. Are you there? I've got a message to send. Are you there? I wanna find a brand new friend. One simple connection in my computer helps me travel far. So much information with my webcam, I see who you are. We represent the youth of today, making the most of modern technology. We are united in every way. We will change the course of history. Such good friends till the end. We're going live. We're surfing to these vibes. One brave new world to be uncoiled. Are you there? I've got a message to send. Are you there? I wanna find a friend and we're going live. We're surfing to these vibes. One brave new world to be uncoiled. Are you there? I've got a message to send. Are you there? I wanna find a brand new friend.
Hello, everyone. It'll probably take a little bit, a couple minutes for everyone to jump in. Knowing Rogue is probably waiting for the music to get done. Then jump in and complain, "Oh my god, the intro's so long!" If I had to take a guess. As far as Pin and Gym Max, I'd probably be jumping in anytime. I did start about 10 minutes, 15 minutes earlier than what's scheduled. But oh well, that's stuff I can do. We got 2 people watching. One of them's Man Squatch. Hello, Man Squatch. What is up? The other one watching, it's probably one of the locos. Locos. Probably not gonna say anything in chat. But yes, it is a beer 30 night right now. Second Bud Light of the night, so. We'll just sit here and wait. I'll probably just ramble to myself a little bit while everyone's coming in. We're going ahead and put some music on the background while we're waiting. Move that down just a little bit. Here we go.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
I like the pun, Man Squatch. I really do. I like the pun. A little bit of this music always reminds me of Johnny Quest. When it gets to about that part, it reminds me of Johnny Quest or something. And that was Tanks from Cowboy Bebop. If anyone was wondering, the two opening songs were songs from Code Lyoko. First one was Virtual World. The second one was Planet Net, if you were wondering what those were. Johnny Quest makes me wish for Venture Brothers Season 8. Okay, well, I know I've got it on here, so let's go ahead and listen to some Johnny Quest. I'm basically bored. I'm gonna stream tonight. I'll probably just stream music until somebody else jumps in. Nobody else jumps in. Well, this is gonna be a short stream, and I'll just go to the shop and do some work in the shop. I didn't stream last week because I wanted to go out with my friends and drink for them, so I went out with my friends and drank for them. Plus, Pin and Rogue were busy. I don't know if they're busy tonight or not. You know what? I'll make it a segue. Part of the Johnny Quest theme song reminds me of Price is Right. The Price is Right opening. Just like the mid portion of it. The part that just got done playing. That was the Johnny Quest theme song. For some reason now I seem like I'm like Killer Joke. I'm starting to still Killer Joke stick. Although I'm not gonna play rock music. Well, I can play some rock music, but I will play my music. There's another one here. Let's see. And it doesn't want to search for me. Okay. I'll just... here we go. There's another good one. Actually, Rogue was playing this on BitChute on Rogue's Retro Drive-Thru. You got the password, you can get into it and watch it. But this is what he was watching. And we got a penguin in now.
I'm not going to be able to stay too long, but I'll chill for a little.
Well, I've just been sitting here playing music for Manscrotch.
Oh, you already started.
I've been started. I've been going for 17 minutes now.
You're early then. You said 7. It's not even 7
I know
yet.
I said 7. I knew you guys were gonna come in late, so I figured I'd just come in and play music, give me an excuse. Hey, I had to play the intro music longer.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Take a guess what music this is if you can listen to the stream.
I don't want to listen to the stream, but okay. I wouldn't be able to guess where that's from.
Well, I'll give you a hint. Rogue's playing now retro cinema on BitChute.
That still means nothing to me.
You've never
Also
watched
question-
SWAT Cats?
No, I have not.
Wow. F in chat for Pin.
No F in chat for Pen. Also, hello, Mansquatch. Long time no see. So, yeah, how's your little baby bird?
He got returned back to the wild.
Okay. Did you
I found
happen to
a
find
nest.
the nest or no? Okay.
Yeah, I did find a nest. I found the nest, and the nest was too small because there's another baby chick in it. So when I found the nest, I climbed up the ladder and looked. Okay, yeah, it's too small. And then that baby chick flew out of the nest, and they can fly a little bit. They can't fly far, but they can fly. And so it's like, okay, I got a surrogate nest built. I'll just put it right underneath where this nest is, just in case. Left the bud I found in it. He became more active once he got warmed up. He got dried off. And okay, so this other bud flew off. So I went to go grab some more gloves, put them on. I went to go grab him. But that time, the chick started squawking a little bit. Okay, fine. And then 3 fucking buds come out of nowhere with balls of fucking steel.
Did they start pecking at your head?
Yeah, they proceeded to fucking swarm me.
So it seems like you pissed someone off then.
Hey, I'm just making sure the baby got back into the box. And I let them be. It's like, okay, I think they're good. But it's like, yeah, I couldn't have kept them anyways. One, I didn't know how really... I mean, I know how to take care of them for a period of time, but not indefinitely. And 2, it's just been more cruel to keep them. And then release them back to the wild, because if I did keep them, release them back to the wild, he wouldn't have learned the things he needed to learn. So, if he survives, he survives. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Only reason why I grabbed him is because I was out today surveying the backyard. Got some reed killer out, was spraying some reeds that were probably up in the backyard. I was gonna mow, but it was just cold and raining. So I decided not to. And Chance was out with me. And he got to running around. And I seen him in the center of the backyard. Kind of like just... looked like he was trying to play with something. But I didn't know what he was doing. So I went over there. And that's why I found the fucking baby bud. And it's like, get away, Chance. And the bud was just sitting there shivering. Wet. Wasn't moving. On its side. It's like, okay. It's prone. It's not moving.
It's prone for like 10 rounds.
Yeah. No, seriously, fledglings like that move around. They're very active, especially whenever something unknown comes towards them. It's a reflex instinct for them, and because of some fact this bud was not doing that, it's like, okay, it's weak, it's probably cold, The element's gone down. We had one hell of a fucking windstorm last night. I think gusts got up to about 50, 60 miles an hour. So, very possible we probably got knocked out of the nest. Very possible the weather beat them down. And it's just... That's the only reason why I intervened. Otherwise, what we're done was moved him outside the backyard and then proceeded to mow.
Okay.
So how was your day?
Uneventful. The reason why I can't stay for too long is because I need to finish reading this next chapter and taking a quiz before the end of the night. And possibly start reading the next chapter to get a head start next week. Because I am terribly behind, but I'm making decent progress and catching up.
Okay.
It's just, my issue is, I am a visual learner. I do better when I can see the example being done in front of me, and then I can replicate it.
Alright.
I am, the section of the course that I'm in, it literally is all just reading with the figures. It's like, okay, yeah, I have the figure in front of me, but I actually need to see it being typed out and explained, like, this correlates to this, and then later on this correlates. You know, like, I need a little more than that to be able to get the concept. And that's where my biggest struggle is I don't have that. So what did I do is I went and found a course on Udemy that's close enough to what I'm learning through the book, although it's not the same pacing. So I'm actually going back and forth between the book and the Udemy course. And the Udemy course is actually helping me understand concepts in the book.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like I have to do double the work at like twice the speed in order to get what I'm supposed to be doing in the book. So annoying. It's so annoying.
Oh, I bet.
That's like as if somebody just gave you a manual for a brand new series of trucks, and you're supposed to be able to know and do everything without actually somebody going over it with you.
Oh no,
After you've read it.
They expect us to do that without even giving us that.
So you understand part of the issue.
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
Did you call your mom today?
I texted her, said happy Mother's Day and stuff like that. She's probably busy right now playing Elite Dangerous with Trust Majestic, so.
Well, if she's live streaming, maybe drop that a little bit in here until the other boys get in, and give her some views.
Yeah, I could do that. I don't even know if they're streaming yet or not. Let's see. I don't know if Tress is actually it's actually streaming yet. Yeah, Tress Majestic, Elite Dangerous.
Also, I know that we kind of touched base on it just a little bit on Friday, but what did you think of my suggestion in your latest episode of No Game, No Life Watch Club?
Honestly, that is Rogue's thing. That's not my thing, so he's the one doing that. I don't know. That's all on Rogue, not on me.
Have you heard of that anime, though?
No, I haven't. Merman in my tub.
Yep.
Orenichi no Furojuji? Or
Sounds about right.
Jiju, whatever.
Yep, sounds about right.
That looks like a yaoi to me. No.
I mean, I wouldn't know. For sure.
Bullshit.
I wouldn't know for sure.
No, some tells me you're a yaoi fangirl.
Actually, I only made it like 2 episodes in.
Before you had to put the brakes on?
No, before I got distracted with other things, and this was many years ago. And it's just one of those things that I never picked up again.
Yeah, I'm pulling that guy to it.
You probably should do it.
Half of those... so, I'm really not taking Rogue seriously on that one. We'll see what suggestions come up, but as of right now, I have a lot more things that I've got planned. Like, I finally figured out what me and KG are gonna do for the remaining, was it 6, 7 episodes? Because let's see, 7, 10. So it's probably gonna be a little bit longer than what the other ones are gonna be. But the perfect show that we can do to take up the slack from Pacific Rim to Black, because it's only 7 episodes, is Gundam Origins. Because it's a 6-part OVA. They're like 45 minutes to an hour long, and it portrays the story of the 1 Year War.
Oh, somebody joined us. It's the rat. It's the dirty, dirty rat.
Yeah, it's the dirty, dirty rat.
You dirty rat.
You dirty, dirty rat.
You dirty, dirty rat.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm waiting on KG because he's putting together a cyberpunk paranormal game that, as of right now, I know it's me and then Matt and Ishtar.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's waiting on a 4th person, but he says it's probably going to be a couple more weeks before we're ready to get started.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can't do stuff like that, so... He wants me to, I just can't get into it.
What stops you? Or what is not the driving factor behind... Like, what prevents you from being able to get into it?
The same thing that prevents me from playing games and games and games on end.
Life.
Yeah.
Life in general. I mean, you gotta work, he can't work from home. He can't fix a truck from home.
Well, let's see.
By God, my work tries to make it possible whenever I call in or I take a vacation.
All work and no play makes Sparky a dull boy.
Oh no. I'll tell you this much, and this happened yesterday. So yesterday was my day off. Although the shop's still open. This is like the 2nd Saturday in a row I didn't have to go in to walk. Thank goodness. But I also had my own vehicle to walk on. So I took it down to Firestone because I needed to do one of the upper ball joints that hadn't got done yet because it was out. So I took it down there for them to walk on. Made an appointment for noon. Took the truck down there around 11:30. Dropped it off. And where Firestone's at, there's the mall and there's a couple other places. There's a mall, Bucks A Million, Cavender's, and there's like several other places around the area that I can walk to very easily. So I just beat bopped around town walking and just looking at stuff.
Around town.
Well, around 3 p.m. because the shop closes around 4:30 on Saturdays. We had a truck in the shop that We had to do a rear structure on, so transmission was out of it, back of the engine was off of it, side of the engine was apart, so we could do the rear structure on it. Well, in doing that, we had to take the steering control arm off, which, when you take that off and you put it back on, throws the system out of calibration. Why it does that, I don't know, but it throws the steering system out of calibration, especially if you put it back together exactly how it's supposed to be. So, whenever they got it put all back together, the traction control light came on, and nobody knew what to fucking do. So, the first one that calls me is the service writer lady that walks on Saturdays. Well, I explained, well, they need to do this. I didn't explain in detail because that's a fairly common procedure. Everyone in the shop should know how to fucking do this. Well, she gives it to one of the techs. One of the techs called me up and is like, well, how do you do this? It's like, it's a basic procedure in Bendix. You just go through, do this, this, and this. Well, I've never done this before. So we'll have one of the mechanics that have done it in the shop do it. And he gets pissed off, hands up on me. He's like, whatever, I don't care. By that time, the other fucking mechanic calls me. I was like, yeah, I've never done this before. Can you walk this through with me? And while all this is going on, I'm walking back, I think it's about 5 blocks away, back to the shop, because the shop called me up. It's like, hey, we need to ask you a couple questions about your vehicle. So while I'm talking to them and I'm walking back, I'm also getting periodic phone calls from Firestone wanting to know this and that about the vehicle. And it's like, guys, I've got my own shit I'm doing. I can't help it if you don't know how to fucking do this. That's not my fault. This is basic.
So
and that was on my day off.
Yes, Jim Max?
So what you're saying is a lot of people were hired without the correct credentials. I hear a phone call.
Oh, that's my phone charging and just getting messages and vibrating.
You have it set to vibrates, I see.
Yeah, now I just set it to off.
No, it's not that. It's the fact of, I know for a fact that one of the mechanics have done this before, because I have walked through it with them 3 different times. And even if they didn't, even if they've never done this before, it's simple. Because when you get into Bendix, which they all know how to do, it gives you a list of fault codes. One of the fault codes overthrown was steering angle sensor out of calibration. When you click on that fault code and you pull down the troubleshooting, it will tell you step by step in a walkthrough process on how to reset the steering angle sensor. All thing you gotta do is go through, click on it, read, follow the procedures, and do what it tells you to do.
So they're not smarter than a 5th grader. Got it.
I won't even say that much. I want to say kindergartner.
I'll be right back 1 sec.
And,
there you get some more money.
Trust Majestic is live. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys. I got to share it on my screen.
Might have to boost to get a lot of these crystals, though.
Okay, and yep, Lendeb is on.
Nice, but it also makes it so that the crystals get stuck on the top often.
There we go.
Good stuff.
Wonder if there's,
Go ahead.
wonder if there's any more sites in here that we don't know about.
There could be. I don't know what these other planets have on them. All I know is I watched Astro and he came here and this is where the antimony was, so this is where it came.
Okay.
That's probably right.
Hey, Sparky.
Hello, kiddo.
Hi,
He-
Sparky.
He wishes you a happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
It's a water world.
You missed out on,
Hey,
what did
Winslayer.
you miss out on? Oh, you missed out on some hamburger and steak and stuff tonight. Ha 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 ha. Baked potatoes, coleslaw, and what's something else? I forget.
But he didn't go over your place?
No, he had things to do today.
Oh, okay.
And he knows if he completely messes up and forgets, he can always come on the stream and wish you.
Oh no, he already texted me on the telephone.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Which it makes me concerned that I got two Happy Mother's Day from him in one day, and it's like, okay, what broke down? There's some reason why he's buttering me up. I don't know. We could. I'm out here mining tritium. I could go and probe some of them planets to see what the hell's on them.
I just finished. If you want, I can probably them.
Well, you'd have to probe them and then go down on them to see what biosites or whatever it is,
Yeah.
what's on them.
Yeah, I know.
You may look out and find a UTM here, for all I know. When you were FSSing, did any of the bio trace?
They won't tell me that at that point, I don't think.
I thought it would show you up here in
It
the corner.
should.
Oh, well,
So
let's
many
find out
bios,
then.
so many humans, so many.
All mapping does is show you the exact spots of the bios and geologicals. It doesn't tell you if there's biological and geos. So that's just how fussing.
Alright, B1.
What?
I'm looking to see.
5 is yttrium. Are you going to go check it out?
I'm trying to see if it tells me if on the system map whether or not it's got bios.
Oh, I thought in the FSS it told you right up in the corner how many geos are on them. Or did they change it?
Oh, it may, but I'm
It
looking.
will, but then you have to go manually. It's a lot slower than checking the system map.
Hey,
Okay, so it does say on the system map. Okay, good. And right up at the top where it's easy to see.
what does it say?
It's under features if it's gonna be there. So far I haven't seen any others. Oh, this is refining scan.
Oh, damn. I'm going to crash, guys.
Okay.
Not letting me out of the instance.
Hey, Chris, do you want an Alexandrite core to blow up?
Well, have you got one?
Yes, sir.
I'm stuck at trying to super.
Yeah, you're not that far away, are you? Let me just clear these.
Okay, I'll just get the surface.
Oh, shoot, shoot,
Going
turn, go away. No, I drove into the planet while I was looking at the map. System map.
Let's not get lost.
Oh, system
You
map.
guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
No,
Okay. I'm going to DC any minute now.
we're waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting too. Stupid delete takes forever. Hurry up, check me out.
Geo 48.
But let me go into Supergrid when they're done.
See a lot of geo sites.
geological, though.
Still got
Okay,
this that's
I'm back.
Ooh, here's a bio. On B11D.
Might be worth an investigation.
It might be worth finding out what the bio is. Yeah.
But anyone watching
6 bios in a geo.
my stream, go over to the stream I posted up in chat. Go say hi. Give Trust Majestus a sub and a follow and a like. He's
Man, that's a lot of geos.
It's pretty interesting to watch him play this game. It's a pretty interesting game. It just takes time for me to get into a game like that, and I just haven't got around to doing it.
It's the only other one in this system.
And you said that was planet 11?
11D.
11D. Okay.
Alright, so anybody have a favorite bio on this one?
Bio 10.
10. Okay.
It may be in the dark, but I believe if I can remember right, it was flat as a pancake.
Well, that's always a good thing. Alright, off to find bio 10.
And I don't know where Phil landed at.
Well, I don't care if it's dark side or light. That don't make any difference to me.
Right, well, he crashed, so it should be reset.
Hey there, Sparky.
Welcome back, Jim Max.
He was trying to get off the planet, so.
Windslayer says Happy Mother's Day.
There's a problem here. I have no power over my thrusters or my super boost button or jumping, nothing. It says I'm in orbit, but like the
Try to thrust up or down or side.
I'm trying. None of my primary thrusters. I can't even turn the ship. My mouse won't turn the ship.
What's your altitude?
223 it looks like.
Oh, okay, so that's not the problem I know.
It's not the problem I had, so I don't know how to tell.
458 km. Mark that.
Sparky says Windslayer is from his Discord, so apparently Sparky is rebroadcasting us on Discord.
Okay. Thank you guys in Discord on Sparky's end. Thank you for the Mother's Day's wishes.
It looks like I'm gonna self-destruct.
Oh, if you only knew, I was just rebroadcasting them on YouTube also.
Damn, how much money would that cost me?
Oh, so are they live right now?
Oh yeah, they're live. I shared the link in my chat right there.
I don't want to
I'm gonna take a look now.
The channel's Trust Majestic. He has 142 subs. He actually does really good content. Yeah, if you're not into the type of game that Elite Dangerous is or Valheim is, yeah, you probably won't find it interesting. But I've been trying to at least shill him out. It's like, hey, people, go check him out.
looks like doesn't mean you are.
Which is actually a
There's a
shame.
couple of bugs
It
here.
really is a shame because if you go and look in Trust Majestic's profile, he has 142 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck, if you let me swap my date oldest. He's been putting videos up for 5 years.
Right.
I'm above it.
Wow.
Deploy landing gear.
Yeah, so I've been trying to at least, throw out, I was like, hey, go sub to him.
Come back in.
I exited delete. Like completely, not just main menu. And it didn't fix it.
All right, give me a sec to look at your stream.
I can try entering another mode like solo or something.
Let me try and look at your stream, and we'll see if I can. You're live. You're up there. I can't read it. Bring it full screen.
I can oddly change my pips.
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't do anything.
Your gear is down. All right. Try and.
Gear down. I can't bring up my gear.
Try and deploy your SRV.
Oh. Okay. That's weird, but sure. Oh shit.
Well, I'm gonna mute this and watch on their side.
Yes, this is the bug
All right.
that Astro had. The way to get out of this, deploy.
Well, I'm gonna just mute your. I'm gonna watch. Have it.
Oh no, that's understandable.
Your SRV up.
Okay.
Astro found this one.
Oh God.
This was the one where he was like floating in space.
Oh, okay. And I'm floating down to the planet now.
Oh, you're slightly different. Okay, dismiss your ship before you do anything else.
Won't let me.
Let it get further away.
I have the transfer. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can ride my SRV. Nope. Have no power.
This is like listening to the Apollo mission, rough comedy.
This is interesting.
Apollo
That is.
13 mission.
Try and dismiss it again.
Oh.
I have board, transfer cargo, and that's
All right, board it again.
Is it boarded?
I don't know.
This ain't good.
Renslayer, he doesn't know what that means. Blame Pin Pin.
My ship might be gone.
No, if you blow up your SRV now, you'll blow up your SRV and you'll be back in your shipping orbit.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
If you can yeah, but I don't know if.
Sure you can. Self-destruct at the bottom.
Light up. There we go.
No.
There you go. That'll solve you.
Hopefully
If it goes,
there goes another SRV.
Yeah, but it beats getting rid of a ship.
My fault.
No, this was definitely not your fault.
Fix this crap.
Oh, come on, man.
I lost 2 SRVs in 2 days because of bugs. What the hell?
Well, no, that one was you got hung up because you boosted.
Oh my god, it didn't fix it.
I don't see it. You're blown up
I
yet.
lost an SRV. It blew up.
They put you back down on the planet.
Now it put me back to my ship. It's still stuck.
Poor Zoltar.
Your stream isn't showing. Oh, I think your stream got hung up on me. Okay, never mind. You're back in the ship. No!
All I can tell you is write a report to Elite and It's just, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, if that didn't work, I have no idea how to get you out of it.
So how do I contact the police?
Self-destruct your ship and you'll end back up on the carrier. Hopefully.
I destroyed my SRV and it's still in this.
Well, if you destroy your ship, you'll end up on the carrier. You have to.
This is another $4 million you owe me.
Well, they'll chalk it up to the whatever.
Yeah, but at least this one, if he sends them a note, they will refund him $4 million.
Yeah.
I better not be missing any modules after this too.
Well, if you select all of the modules when you have a rebuy, you won't miss nothing.
Watch how you end up right back here somehow.
Look, how do you spell
Well, if
Apollo?
you do, I'm gonna laugh.
Apollo,
Apollo. A-P,
as in Apollo Creed.
as in Apollo
Did
13.
you laugh at me for getting hung up on
Oh, as in the Greek god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turnabout's fair
Oh,
play.
okay. APP.
Yeah, but nothing.
Is it APPOLLO or is it just one L? Jesus, I can't remember.
Ugh.
I think it's the one L. No, maybe it's the 2L. Hey,
Oh, there we go. A-P-O-L-L-O.
it's 1P 2L double O, right? As in the Greek god.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how
I
to
can
spell that.
activate the carrier for
Really?
you, so that's something.
All right, I gotta shut down Phil's stream here so that I can actually see mine again.
Are we live or the
Oh,
other
we're
two-
live. We're just watching them too.
Go to D.
Oh.
If you look, everyone's muted. Everyone left.
Go to 11D. Planet
Well, yeah, no,
11D.
I came in late because Mother's Day.
Probe it,
I
land
was
it, see what
cooking.
kind of
You know,
bio-
Well, that's why I'm here. Is because of Mother's Day. I'm giving my mother views.
I think.
Okay, yep, my ship's working. So, Trace, find anything new in this system?
Okay. Not meeting.
Yeah, and Winslet has been spreading the message of hashtag blame pimpin' for anything goes wrong in the game.
Well, that's good because I mean that is the standard
Oh,
hashtag.
you mean did I get any?
File.
Oh, I got a lot.
If you want to go over and say hi to him, I put the link in my chat.
SRB, let go my SRB.
What happened? You got hung up on something?
Yep.
I think when
If you're out and about
Yes.
now, Philip, go to Planet 11,
Nothing.
11D,
Okay.
and check to see what the bios are on that planet.
Stuck.
Yeah. One thing you don't want in deep space is a bug. Ask Apollo 13.
They had one.
And they fixed it. Redneck way, but they fixed it.
Hurry up with the scan.
Saved by duct tape.
I am really and truly stuck.
What happened?
I have no idea. Wait, oh, external cam. External cam will probably help me. I don't know that it's possible to get out of this situation.
Why?
I have glitched myself into one of the crystal stalactites.
Reckon you'll be able to be pushed off? I'm nearly finished this line. I've just got to film a bit.
I'm loving the bugs in this game.
I'm full.
Well, if you want to try and push me off of here, that's fine.
You got an SRV in there? Or you're gonna have to go back to the lady and get your.
Yeah.
Love and Beast it shows it only has geologicals.
D as in dog.
Oh, D.
There we go. Roll it. There we go.
He got it.
All right, I'm back again.
There we go.
Are you loose?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Had to get creative.
Yeah, I'm heading there.
Still shows you're on the Lady Golden.
No. I left like 40, almost a minute ago. It's not two.
Okay.
That shows you in Super
That's
Cruise.
that's enough watching them for now. I'm gonna go ahead and stop streaming.
Yeah.
Mute them. Stop streaming. Okay, there we go. So what are you been up to, Rogue?
Rogue. Rogue.
I think I'm
Rogue. I did a poopy.
Anywho.
That's what he responds on.
I'm sorry. My computer decided to do some fancy little things here.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and showcase something.
No, I
right now.
contemplate it. It's funny.
I'm gonna showcase something right now because of the new episode that's gonna be coming out for Godzilla Singular Point. Just kind of something to just look at, to expect for the next episode, which ain't out for us just yet, but it is out for Japan.
Really?
But no, this I viewed this the other night and I liked it. So here we go.
Okay. Oh dear God.
Oof.
What did I just walk into?
That was awesome. That was awesome.
It was.
Godzilla? Is Godzilla showing in the next episode?
I don't know. I think they're calling the sea creature Godzilla. I like the fact of how quickly he fucking adapted to that.
He's a robot.
Well, I know, but still.
So in this one, Godzilla is still not in his final form, and what we're seeing, the sea creature, is Godzilla not in his final form yet.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know.
No, as of yet. Right now, Godzilla hasn't been seen yet.
Gojira!
Unless they're calling the sea creature Godzilla. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, Godzilla essentially means monster, but still, but
yes,
I don't know. We'll see.
Tyler says they are copying Shin Godzilla. Then it's unknown. They're actually taking several different monster buses and kind of bashing them together in this,
and it works.
It does.
Like I said before, when you look at the Godzilla universe, there's actually two separate universes that exist consecutively with each other. There is the Godzilla itself, and then you have Gojira.
Yeah.
Then you also have to incorporate the American version of Godzilla.
That too.
And then
the anime version. And the Netflix anime that was total shit version.
No, well, again, just focusing on just the their live action, the universes that they have.
Yeah.
Because the anime version that Netflix did pretty much existed in the American relaunch.
Okay.
So, like it or not, it's just that's the way how it was set up.
That explains the whole we have to destroy all of technology in order to save the world. Go back to being primitive apes that, beat each other over the head with a club, but don't actually do that in this anime.
Bad dinosaur.
Anguirus.
But you're right, it's the dinosaur knockoff.
Yeah, but it was a really well done one, at least, compared to the others. Back in the day.
Like I said, bad dinosaur.
Well,
dead dinosaur.
First death.
First death.
First death.
Well, knockout blow. We'll say that's a knockout blow.
It's a bleed out.
TKO.
So.
TKO. Get Mario out there with a TKO sign. Round 2.
What was it? It was episode 6, which, yeah, this one.
It's sad that the American cartoons pop up. the old 90s ones. Those were horrible.
I don't know. It did very well. Was sidekicked with Kong.
True.
So can't say it was bad. Can't say it was good.
I'm gonna mute the volume a little bit into this on the stream side.
It should be fine. It's a clip. It's not like a full. It shouldn't cause too much trouble.
Well, I'm gonna mute it whenever the core music comes in.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Now, like in every Godzilla film that's been out, it's always been one or two monsters against Godzilla. This is a slew of monsters.
Yeah, but even then, no one's actually been going against anybody at the moment.
Yeah, it's just
humans
against. It's not even really the monsters against humans either. It's just they stumble across each other.
Mm-hmm.
What do we determine that these were? These were Madras?
Yes. Yeah, it was eventually determined that they were Madra. When the really big one shows up. Still no.
I need a bigger boat.
I think
no
we made
big.
that joke.
There's no big enough boat for that. Yeah, Mandas. Yeah, Mandas, yeah. And that's Titan Source.
We're calling it Titan Source. I think they're really calling that Godzilla for some reason. Because this is the second time the Godzilla theme music has came on with him.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, like I said before, it is a strange, but again, like I said, we haven't gotten to the finalized for all of these creatures. And like I said, the theory in my end of it is that each one is actually evolving to their final point.
Yeah. Tyro, one of the things he says, Shin Godzilla has his own continuity. They've actually been taken from that continuity to this one, because one of the things that they've been showing is that red blood, that red substance, and that's actually something that was actually profound within the Shin Godzilla universe. They've actually taken from that.
I hate to break it to everybody's bubble. The Shin Godzilla universe is the secondary Godzilla universe. It's within the same pantheons of all of Godzilla movies.
Yeah, that's
and related shows. Like I said before, there are two separations.
Yeah.
Jura and anything Godzilla.
Hey, Rogue, time out. So you gotta remember, you've explained that once. On recordings are not out yet, so.
Well, I'm gonna I've been explaining it since the beginning of all the recordings.
so you're breaking the fourth wall then again. So
I'm always breaking the fourth wall. If there's a wall to break, I'm gonna break it.
Go for that fifth wall.
Texas smash.
Yeah,
I don't know how would you describe the wall? Would the wall be within our wall that was in their wall?
Something like that.
Okay.
The wall within the wall and within the wall.
Yeah.
The wall, our wall within their wall, but outside of.
Correct. So basically, the bones that we got to see in the basement, we are looking at what is considered Godzilla's skeleton.
Mm-hmm. And it's slowly coming back to life.
Now, if that's
we don't know that.
Hang on. Now, if Godzilla is stuck in the basement, it pretty much surrounded by either it's goo or something. There's a red substance that's there. The question is it doing the full regeneration point? Because if that's the case, then that's Shin Godzilla.
Neat.
So that would put it within the, again, the expanded universe. The wall is when a woman is over 30 and is still not married. It depends. I mean, sometimes the woman hits the wall pretty early in their lives. Sometimes it's very much later. It depends. That wall is not friendly, and it just kind of speeds up when it wants to. Time to call Ultraman. Ultraman doesn't exist in any major Ziller timelines, realistically speaking. Closest you get is Jet. or Sparky over there, kind of doing what he does best, cough up a lung.
So how are you doing today, Rogue?
I do fine. I cooked. I'm excited, and I ate all the stuff that I cooked, and that we're good. We're good. We's good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Make good.
That's all good.
Taurus,
good.
right. Tyrannosaurus.
I'm gonna have to drop shortly.
For what this time?
To do a bit more studying. I mean, I told Sparky when I first came in
Slacking
about
off.
an hour ago.
She's gonna slack off.
I wasn't saying that.
It could be
I
insinuated.
No, it can't. I've actually been doing pretty good.
I see.
I want to keep this trend going just a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
but-
make it fun
But
of
yeah.
you.
Sure, because, hashtag make fun of Pen Pen.
Okay, do we call you Gojira? Or better known, or should we call you like Gorilla Whale?
Why? Why is
Because
that called for? What?
Because that's what Gojira means, technically. Gorilla Whale.
Gorilla whale.
Yes.
Well, okay then. I don't know. You know what? You can decide. You have fun
I
with
get
that.
to decide. Ooh.
I know words. The last words she'll ever regret.
The
Always.
word she always regrets.
Yes, hug your mom, Ms. Pen Pen. I don't know.
I already did.
I think they need to be at least 6 feet apart from each other and do the the self hug.
No.
Oh, what you do that? You kind of it's COVID season, Pen.
I mean, it's something, Rogue.
Yes, I guess.
Well, we could talk a little bit about some anime news. I know this is not really new, but it's prolific. The lawsuit Harmony Gold had has been resolved, and we might be getting more Robotech shows.
I'm sad.
This is not good news for Rogue.
No, I was quite happy that people
This
stopped
is
playing
great news
Robotech.
for me, then.
I was happy when they stopped fucking around with Robotech, but now they're gonna fuck around with Robotech even more. Go ahead.
When have they not fucked with Robotech?
What is your issue with that?
What is my issue with it? Well, it's called Macross, and I don't know why that anybody wants to follow along with the bastardized version of Robotech.
It's
as well as they've done skipping around the actual time frames of what is continuity, as well as they've ran over their continuity and then backed up on it and ran over it again and then backed up on it and then ran over it again multiple different times through different iterations. Now, are they going to go from the beginning and start from fresh to figure out what the fuck they're doing?
No.
A lot of people are thinking that's what they're gonna do.
No, I doubt they will.
Well, who knows? We don't know. We do know that was it Big West and all those other companies couldn't do anything with the there's a prolific amount of assets of like about 24 to 36 assets they could not use because Harmony Gold had them. But Harmony Gold refused to do anything with them outside of the 3 movies. Oh, not the 3 movies. The 3 shows. Macross Saga, Robotech, Southern Cross, Robotech, and Mospita, Robotech. Outside of those and a couple outside movies that got aired because of them, the original creators could not do anything with any of those assets. They had to go through and do new assets because they were locked out of using anything from them. So a lot of fans are hoping that they'll go back and actually try to connect the dots when they couldn't do it.
One, the fans are autistic. They're
Yeah,
never going to
and-
be able to. They're never going to be able to connect the dots because the dots are too fucking far apart from each other.
Actually, you can. Me and KG has actually.
Oh wait, no.
this
You have the Sentinels, you've got the Shadow Chronicles, and you have the Love Live, Alive. They're all separate. They don't actually fit with each other.
And then you got the couple that died, and then somehow had a kid.
Then we have a fucking TV series that also incorporates. You have the 3000, the Shadow Rising, the Academy, the UN Public, Mars 4, the Robotech Wars. Again, they don't fit with each other.
That sounds about right.
If you take it across and you look at the movies, they fit with the movies, and that's what they've been using as the movie versions, not the TV show adaptations.
I did utilize because the Shadow Chronicles is not within the actual original movie lineage.
No, the Shadow Chronicles is within the anime series lineage.
Correct, which coincides with the Love Live Alive series that they have.
Which would be 7 or 0.
Basically, it was a 2001. It was supposed to pretty much be part of the, Macau's or whatever time frame, which goes back to the 85 version of it.
That would be the movie.
And that's basically what I'm saying. It says you have the movie, which is being retconned because of Alive. You have the Shadows, which really doesn't fit any of the actual timelines, unless you incorporate the video game timeline.
Actually, if you watch Macross 7, I think it's Macross 7, they actually do congruently tie in a lot, actually a majority of all the timelines together. It's just set within vast time spans. The only ones that they do not incorporate is the 3 said shows and the movies that tie in with those shows, which would be Shadow Chronicles, not Southern Cross. Oh fuck, what is the other one? The Sentinels. Yeah, Sentinels. And
Sentinels,
basically that's it.
Actually, just after the movie, so it's considered Robotech 2.
Actually,
so it's supposed
Sentinels.
to be
Sentinels actually takes place between Southern Cross and Mospita. That's actually clearly defined.
Sentinel actually takes place roughly around 2030 of their time period.
Okay.
Robotech, the movie, kind of within the 2020, so you're looking at almost a decade. This is the reason why I said that the time period is kind of questionable, because between the two, Robotech and Robotech movie, they're about a decade apart from each other. Then it jumps, and then it goes backwards.
And this is where I'm going to tap out.
All right.
I'll talk to you gentlemen tomorrow. If not, Rogue, you and me Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Adios.
Adios. Well, see, here's the problem with that. It can't take place in the movies. Because in the movies, the two main characters, like Lisa and Rick, have 2 different names because they couldn't use them.
I know, that is that is the problem right there, sir. Unfortunately, Robotech 2, The Sentinels, takes place almost a decade after the movie.
2022.
Gentlemen, I think you're all both missing the point here. Robotech's gay. Get it? So can we move on to something else other than Robotech? I mean, I used to watch it when I was younger, but after that, no. Just no.
After what?
Oh, after the first season or series of Robotech, the original Robotech, yeah, it just sucked.
Actually, Robotech sucked regardless because of the fact that they really couldn't use them across storyline and lineage properly because it was readapted for American viewers, realistically speaking.
Exactly.
And it shot the bed from the beginning when it was first conceived.
Yeah, and that's why I said from afterwards it was even worse.
And this is why people are thinking that gotta be a reboot.
I really don't think they're that smart in order to make a reboot.
And I really just don't care if they do. They can shit the bed if they want to. That's up to them.
Yeah.
Just by remaking it, they're going to shit the bed. It's okay. Let them shit the bed.
Yeah. Shit the bed or not, I'd watch it.
I mean, I'd watch a good plane crash too, but doesn't make it any better.
No, it doesn't.
Anything's but Evangelion, so.
Fuck you.
Anything's but Evangelion.
Fuck you. If you're talking about movies, I understand. But the series was awesome.
I'm talking about both combined.
Fuck you.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, no,
time out. Why the hatred? I'm sitting here being fucking civil. You guys are shitting all over fucking Macross. I'm being fucking
no.
I haven't thrown any
hold up. I never took a slight against Macross at all.
Not you. I'm talking about Jim
back there. Against something called Robo fucking Tech. So
yeah, I've never watched. I've watched Macross. I took a slide against Robotech as well. I just said they don't. It sucks.
Robotech sucks. I'll put it to you like this. Okay, I like the Robotech. Well, not Robotech. I like the Macross movies. I love. They made a congruent storyline that did make sense because it wasn't technically tied together. The only thing tied it together was the Macross. That was it. And the racist. That was it. There was no overall connecting point to any of that. So that's why it worked. And then the subsequent shows that came after that, like Southern, Delta, Frontier, all ran off of the movie aspects. So yes, I will agree. The Robotech aspect of that kind of doesn't make sense of that with the shows. The first one, Southern Cross, Mospit. Yes, I'll agree. It does not make sense. However, I will make a distinct argument that they can rework the first show to make it work. It's all there.
It doesn't stop them from being gay.
And
they could try the attempt if they wish to do so of doing a full reboot. Problem is trying to put it in today's world surrounding. Which studio is going to get it?
Oh, it's already been determined. It's Harmony Gold and Big Rest working together. It's going to be a conjoint collaboration. It's already came out. They've already got toys being made right now.
Have they worked before?
They never had a chance to because they were always arguing about licensing. Right now, the way it goes, it's joint collaboration.
To answer my question, no. They've never worked together before.
And?
Things can change. Who's got production right? Who's got developing the animation portion of it rights?
Yeah, it's a conjoined collaboration. They both have rights.
You say it's conjoined? You say it's a collab? I hear somebody's going to be the producer, and somebody's going to be just making the shit.
And there's going to be
usually what happens to a collab.
And you know what? If it turns out to being shit, okay, it turns out being shit. We don't know yet. Like you say, Rogue, it hasn't happened yet. We don't know what the outcome's gonna be.
Correct, which is why I asked the questions. Because knowing exactly who's got control over what will give you an idea of what the outcome will probably become.
The way the court set it up, and ended up being they
Wait a minute,
came
a
together
court
on-
had to set this up?
Well, it came together on a table because they couldn't fight each other on it. They both have equal licensing rights. They both.
Oh, this is going to be
want.
a shit show. This came out of a Japanese court, right? This decision. This is going to be a shit
I think
show.
a U.S. court.
It doesn't matter. It's still going to be. Then it's going to be more than shit. This is still going to be.
Okay. So basically, it goes Macross / Robotech rights disputes settled. Opens door for international release. Wow.
Oh, God.
That's going to be great. International release. A new agreement between Big West, Studio New, and Harmony Gold. So it's 3 different studios. Three, because I've just said between Big West, Studio New, and Harmony Gold.
I can already see this being a shit show. I'm going to be honest.
Big West and Studio New have acknowledged the legitimacy of Harmony Gold's Macross license, ending decades of legal dispute and allowing for the international release of multiple Macross anime. That just tells me that there's a few which in the Japanese circuit that hasn't been able to cross over. As well as the Japanese release of an upcoming Robotech movie.
Live action movie.
It just says upcoming Robotech movie.
It's
now,
a live action movie.
It really doesn't matter. Don't really care. Just upcoming, according to just basic the report that's here. Harmony Gold licensed the original Super Dimension Force Macross anime from co-production company Tetsuko Production in 85. Combining the anime with a separate series of the Super Dimension Chivalry Southern Cross and Genesis Climber, to create Robotech for an American syndication. So they took 2 questionable animes in order to give you Robotech. So are we getting the Robotech timeline or are we getting the Macross timeline?
Nobody knows yet.
By the looks of it, we are going to be getting both.
Yeah.
Because multiple releases of Macross anime, as well as the Japanese release of an upcoming Robotech movie. So that's 2 separate timelines, 2 separate IPs that kind of share with each other on certain assets. Interesting.
Okay. The world is 9.
Pretty much. Stuff was sued, arguing that it's not. Tetsun Soko had the rights to the deal. The Japanese court in 2003 ruling held that Tetsun Oko did have the rights to license Macross, including the sequel rights. So basically, this seems like a fight over who had control of the distribution.
Yeah.
Harmony Gold still claims that since the issue was not settled in the United States court, its trademark extends to the subsequent Macross series. The ongoing dispute has prevented the release of most Macross series internationally, with only the original Macross 2 and Macross Plus ever making it to the US. So there's a slew of different Macross movies that most haven't seen if you really don't like subtitles. So
Yeah.
that's interesting. Which I've seen most of it, and they're not all that great. Let's see, where are we getting here? Is there any crux to this? Because this seems like a lot of quotes in there. So basically, all three parties have recognized each other's licenses. Great. So now we have all the back catalog being released everywhere. Yay! Oh, and the live action is being produced by Sony Pictures.
Yeah.
So
there's a force.
There's going to be a live action now.
I just said that.
I also said the live action is being done by Sony Pictures. The Robotech film, which is a live action, it's going to be done by Sony Pictures.
Oh, they said Macross. So there's going to be like 3 live times. I was like,
No. There's only the entire catalog that's never come over from Japan, hitting international viewers. Then you have the live action film that's being produced by Sony Entertainment's US, releasing their shit. So it should be fun and interesting.
let the shit show begin.
Well, we do kind of have to guess whether Sony's going to do it correctly, but this is Sony Pictures.
Yeah, I'm not holding out much hope for that one.
I don't know. Every once in a while they get it right. They might be due one. I'm not quite sure. Getting one right.
They've already had their Venomverse be somewhat successful. So
oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so they have to have a decline. So
well, technically that's part of the Spider-Man universe. So
again, that area has always been very successful.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of, so it's not technically, we'll see. It could go either way. I'm still waiting for them to release goddamn Morpheus, which was supposed to be a year and a half ago.
I'm not going to be released anytime soon.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said waiting.
Basically, you're waiting for the Netflix deal.
So it's going to be on Netflix. Well, all right. I'm fine with that. Sony's already kind of... Well, they're working on their own streaming service. Or are they working with Netflix, or are they going to stream doing their own?
No, they're working with Netflix. They've already signed the.
Okay, that's good because we don't need another fucking streaming service. God damn it!
I mean, we also have to remember that these are the same people that have created the Pirates, Open Season, Surf Up, Emoji movies, as well as the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball.
That was a good movie. It was the sequels that sucked.
I never liked the first one.
You have to turn your brain off.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. You can't turn your brain off.
Yeah, no, I have a tendency of kind of looking at it going, I see what they're trying to attempt here, but it completely fails on every level, and I don't see how this will amuse children.
It will amuse children who are on drugs.
Maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No, there wasn't enough population in order for it to be that successful. Henceforth, Cloudy with Meatball 2. Or the Smurfs 2. Another good example.
The Smurfs... Well, the reason Smurfs 1 was successful was nostalgia points. Smurfs 2 just basically put that nail in the coffin.
Well, they did have the Lost Village.
I did not... I don't know if I didn't remember that or I just never heard
skimmed
of it.
over it.
Yeah,
it's
skimmed over it. It's one of those ones because it came out 2017.
Oh yeah, I definitely skimmed over everything during that time. We were too busy yelling at stupid people
Mm-hmm.
and being stupid ourselves. I'm not gonna deny that part.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean that is that usually happens.
Yeah, I was loving the trolling during that time though. Those 3 or 4 years of trolling was just mwah, magnifique.
I guess.
Oh come on, it was so easy to troll somebody. Support our president. It was just so goddamn easy. I have about 100,000 comments about how people hated your guts and you're an evil white supremacist, whether you were white or not.
It just seems like a standard thing that lefties kind of do anyway, so it's all good.
Oh, now it is. Pretty...
No, they were doing that way before you had an orange president that decided to take office.
Oh yeah, I know.
So I mean, yeah.
That's why
all that did was just give them
reinforce it. I know it basically built it up and made it legit.
Yeah,
and now everybody is losing their shit over Biden, and now everybody in the world saying Trump was easier to deal with than you. He actually made deals. Everybody's losing their shit over that. Like, even Justin Trudeau's like, I miss Trump because he made deals. He didn't fuck us over. He made deals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. With Justin Trudeau and like most of the world, like, we could work with this guy. Biden comes in and says, "Our king shit, Biden, you're going to do what I say." And everybody's like, no. We already have deals. Oh, I'm getting rid of those deals.
Yeah.
Bye. And America gets fucked for it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that isn't it a standard?
Oh, did you hear what Kamala Harris did recently?
Did she finally go to the border to say hi?
She went to the border to say hi. They said, hey, Trump made better deals than this and worked with us, and then she left the office. He was like, I got better shit to do, and left. I got more important shit to do than to fix this border crisis.
From what I remember, there isn't a border crisis, according to them.
Oh, I know there is, and too bad there is.
Oh, right, the last movie, the last high growth movie that would be under the Sony release would have been Bad Boys for Life.
Was that really sick? I didn't watch that one either. I knew it was there. I was like, did that finally release? I was like, I haven't even watched that yet.
Yeah, no, because because they had Jumanji: The Next Level, Spider-Man: Far From Home, and Bad Boys for Life, all kind of collabed with Columbia Pictures. And those would be their top 3 moneymakers.
Oh, so they actually had a pretty good year. Huh. Did you watch that video I posted today?
What video? I haven't been paying attention to anything to Discord.
I posted a video. It was Viva La Dirt. And what was it? Balin's Roots. It was basically a spoof on online multiplayer role-playing games, and one of the NPCs that has a set route, and he breaks from that route, and it's kind of an adventure story. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, I see it now. Let's see, how long is it?
It's a 30-minute movie, and it's not long, but it's kind of decent. I wouldn't call it great.
Kind of decent. I like that. Kind of decent.
I better than anything else. I mean, the thing is, if you can compare it to the movies of the last year that have come out, this is actually a fucking awesome movie, or whatever. I don't know if it's I'd call this a short movie, but it puts everything else, 99% of everything else, to shame. But It's different. I'll go with that. But I wouldn't say it's the greatest movie ever, but I would say in the last year, it's probably the best thing that's come out.
Okay. So you're trying to compare movies from 2020 to this now.
Yeah, I know. That's how. That's the thing. I was like, I try to compare it to other movies. It's like, well, it's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad.
Well, you are realizing that you have Mortal Kombat Legends that is there.
Yeah, this is better than that. I'm gonna be honest.
You also have the Deathstroke's Knight's Dragon the movie. You have Run, which was really good.
I said 99.9. I didn't say all of them.
I'm just kind of throwing Death of the Family that was released as well.
I didn't like.
See, I've kind of pulled that
How
thread.
many Rogue? How many movies are released a year?
Thousands,
hundreds,
within a year time frame, you're looking at about 50 movies in some cases. If we're talking about worldwide, then you are looking at somewhere close to 1,200 movies being produced.
Exactly. So I'm not exactly wrong.
But out of the American-based movies, there has been a pretty good amount that are far superior than this so far.
Wonder Woman 1984.
I said
exactly.
Just a moment. Your epic NPC man looks like a person. Well, I would be watching from 1984 at the moment because the graphics is shitty.
Well, it's a low budget movie done by a group of 5 guys. What do you want?
I've seen better.
I know. So have I. I'm not saying. I'm just saying within the last year.
At the moment, really. just for the 28 seconds that I've seen so far, I'm kind of bored of it.
Of course you would be. But like I said, I enjoyed it. So, but if you don't, that's fine too. I mean, I don't mind. No one has the same taste.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's. Looks like a trying to be a D&D type movie, which most of them are pretty shitacular. Yeah. And it starts up with an NPC fishing. Wow, that's exciting. That's the hero that we're going to be following. Great.
Yes, exactly.
Which I would rather watch Coming to America 2.
Oh, ow. Ow.
Yeah. So this letting it out. Yeah, no.
Ouch.
Yeah. I again about minute in, not even interested. Got to the opening too, where they show the what's it called? Minute 4 seconds. Yeah, I'm like done.
Oh, to the open. Yeah, if you're done, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean I'd rather watch something much more interesting. Hell, I'd rather do the Lego movie for Shazam. That seems a lot more interesting.
There you go. They go trash it some more.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, take some people's dreams and smash them some more.
If you're gonna do something like that, have a fairly interesting opening. Especially if you're only going to be running it for about 35 minutes long, because I believe the last bit were probably credits. Correction. 32 minutes long, give or take. The rest is credits. So you've got just under 30 minutes. You need to catch somebody within the first 5 minutes. If you're going to have an actual pre-opening, you need to establish yourself very quickly for that first minute. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Alice in Borderland. It wasn't bad. So the gamer.com is actually saying that Death Paradise is the most underrated anime of all time.
Death's Paradise?
Yeah.
I've seen that. I don't know it by that name, I don't think.
I think it had a different Japanese-based name, but
Death Parade?
yeah, Parade.
I think I watched this and it was just really boring.
Yep.
It was just, I mean, yeah. I don't think it was underrated. It's just boring. Nothing ever happened. You learned about how shitty people were in it. Oh, wow. Like, I really need a fucking anime to tell me how shitty people are.
Well, it actually divides itself into 3 different stories.
Well, I know. I get that. But it's like, it's basically an anime about how shitty people are in life and death. I mean, yeah.
I thought that's what Radio Pillow was.
No, Radio Healer is
no.
just a car wreck of an anime.
It's a hentai that tries to be edgy.
Pretty much.
I mean,
It's a hentai that tries to be anime that is edgy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's actually that's a better
That is exactly what it is.
That is the head, the hammer. No, it's the nail.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
No, Death Paradise is like I said, it for a short thing. They are trying to create something that most Japanese don't have a solid belief system in afterlife or heaven and hell. So you're looking at the mythology on that, the way to manipulate somebody to show their true face, and it's usually done in competition. Then you have the Arbiter storyline, because you have Dex, who's unable to figure out one person, so he can't justify whether they're going to the afterlife or to the ether. And then you have the world that they're in ceasing to exist.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily meant to be high-pack action, because it didn't need to be. It was just,
no, I mean, I understood what it was
chill
meant to be. I know it was meant to be, but it was really fucking
that's the design.
I mean, what I get it, but not my cup of tea. Maybe somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But for me, it was just really like I gave no fucks about it. I tried. I really did try with that one. I gave it, I think, 2 episodes. And I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah. No.
If you, I mean, honestly, I try to usually give things 3, like you say, but usually if I can only give it 2, that means I just
no. I mean that's the simple rule. You have to give it at least 3. If you can't make it that far, then it is what it is. Or if something doesn't catch you right away, then it's.
Well, usually I have something that gives me a glimmer of hope in something. I mean, I didn't see any glimmer of hope, for me at least. I didn't see like something that would catch my eye in the first 2 episodes at all. So it was just a drag to watch it. Where most of the stuff I'll find within the first or second episode.
Now?
Yes.
As you were saying, Gemax, before you got interrupted.
Yes, as I was saying, unless like I usually find something within an anime or a manga within the first 2 chapters,
Mm-hmm.
and if I don't, I try to give it 3, but 9 times out of 10, if I can't get through the first 2 without just any interest at all, I just am done. If I have some interest, I'll watch that 3rd episode and decide by that point. But it's just really hard to stick with it after 2 episodes for me. I'm very brain dead after 2 episodes. Usually. Could be the ADD, it could be the traumatic brain injury, it could be the PTSD, but it could be a lot of things. But I just really don't care usually after about 2 episodes.
I see.
I'm just yeah. So, any other good animes out there anybody's watched yet?
It depends on what you consider good.
Anything not sucking?
Well, Dragon Ball seems to be doing what it normally does.
Is it got a series out right now?
Yeah, it's still ongoing.
No. I mean, is there like new episodes coming out right now? I meant like something coming out this quarter.
Outside of what is it? They pushed a Goku Day. They've been teasing a unexpected character in the new movie. What else? Because right now a lot of it's been focusing on the movies that they're coming out with.
Oh, I just usually wait for a while before I watch those. But
yeah, okay, because you have the Dragon Ball Super. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of off of the Broly kind of thing, but they are teasing something else.
I thought Broly's character was changed completely now with the Super.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, they retconned the old Broly stuff and they brought in the new Broly, essentially.
Well, I mean, you are kind of...
you had the movie Broly, and now you have this Dragon Ball Super Broly, which is totally different. I guess it's part of the actual...
canon
now.
Yeah,
whereas he was kind of half in, half out.
You know what? I preferred him as a legend. It was more interesting. Having him as a continuity character, he's
a pussy.
He's either A, OP, or B, very boring as a character.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's, as far as a Dragon Ball, he's like, I don't want to say Yamcha. What's the other one?
Krillin.
Tien. He is the Tien. He is the new Tien. Because Tien was pretty cool there for a while, and then he became nothing again, and then...
Are we waiting for somebody to blow up? Because that's basically the only time that Tien became interesting.
I thought Tien dropped dead. You're thinking of Chaozu.
No,
Chaozu was the only one. Chaozu would blow herself out.
Yeah,
Tien would usually just drop dead. Like, nothing. He'd use all his power and he'd just drop dead from exhaustion.
All right, so technically, in all the Dragon Ball universe, Chaozu has only died twice. Once in the Saiyan arc and once in the Buu arc. And Tien has only died twice. Once in the Saiyan arc and once in the Buu arc. Yamcha has only died twice. Once in the Saiyan arc and once in the Buu arc. Krillin has died multiple times.
Yeah,
he got killed in Dragon Ball.
Actually, no, I take that back. Chaozu also got killed in the Dragon Ball arc too. So he got killed 3 times. He got killed by Piccolo.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't they all get killed by Boo?
That's why I said Boo-Arc.
Like Gibu.
The only ones that survived in the
It's
Boo-Arc was Goku, Vegeta, and Hercule. They are the only ones.
So
that did not
Chaosu's
die.
died 3 times then. So Chaosu's died 3 times.
Chaosu's died 4 times actually.
Oh, 4 times.
Because I forgot one time in the Dragon Ball arc he died to Piccolo.
He died to Vegeta.
He died to one of Piccolo's minions.
He also died to Boo.
Yes. He also died
to Vegeta.
Yeah.
Or not from Nappa. Technically, he blew up. I can only
so
think of those 2 times.
technically he died 3 times.
Yeah. Krillin?
Tien has died 3 times over the courses of the series. His first death, he was trying to revenge his best friend Chaosu, which is what I said.
Insane.
Did somebody blow up? Because that's basically the only time he got good.
Okay, that's the first time in the Saiyan arc. Second time was unconsequentially and off-screen on the Boo arc.
Yes, technically yes.
And when was the third time?
He would have been killed in the Android arc as well.
No, he never died in the
He never died in the Android arc. He survived. The only ones that died in the Android arc was Trunks and Goku.
You do realize that the Android arc also includes a Cell arc, right?
Oh, I'm not talking about the alternate timeline.
No, he never died.
He never died in the main timeline. He died in the alternate timeline. He never died in the main timeline.
Yeah, Tien never died. He was actually
the only ones that died in the Android arc, which if you want to include everyone from Android and Cell arc, would have been 16, Trunks, and Goku. Dead only once.
Well, according to the fans out there, he's died 3 times.
Name the third time. It wasn't Cell arc or Android.
Unless you're counting Dragon Ball GT, I do believe he did die in GT, but
GT doesn't count, and GT officially is not canon.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
It's not canon. Now, time out. He did die in Android arc, but he died in the alternate timeline. All the Z fighters died in the alternate timeline.
And does that really count?
It doesn't count if you count the main timeline. So
Goku, I think, has died the most.
So technically, if you want to include all timelines, yes, he's died 3 times. If you want to count the congruent main timeline that the show actually is based off of, he's only died twice. And I'm counting deaths that you had to be brought back with the Dragon Balls. I'm not counting the reversed time thing that Whis does. Because technically, if you want to count that... Actually, no. Tien never did die in the Revenge of Frieza arc. Actually, I think Tien survived.
No, Zero, we're not doing this stream high. It would be a lot more interesting if it was, but no.
But no, Tien's only died 3 times.
Krillin's
Tien's only died twice. Excuse me. Fuck.
Okay, so
Tien 2 times, Chaozu 3 times, Yonta 2 times. Actually, he's only died once.
Gohan's
died once. He's died twice. Now, Krillin's died plenty of times.
Master Roshi's died twice. Vegeta's died twice. Android 17 has died twice. Yamcha has died twice. Tien has died 2 times. Goku has died 2 times. 3 technically at one point. So, I don't know if we can count that one. Cell has died 3 times. Frieza has died 3 times. Chaozu has died 3 times. They're counting the android deaths on that. Piccolo has died 3 times. Krillin has died 3 times.
So then, including the alternate timelines in those.
There's one more. The entire population
has died once.
Universe. No. Listen to this. Listen. The entire population of Earth of Universe 7 has died 4 times. So the number one death count is for the Earth population.
So technically, it has died. It's died in the Boo Saga. It's died in the Resurrection of F Saga. It's died in the GT Saga. And it's died technically only 3 times. No, 4 times. 4 times if you count the alternate off in the alternate timeline whenever Black was around.
True.
Black and off. So yeah, 4 times.
This man is not black. God, I love the Japanese.
See, Krillin has died. War Tournament arc with Piccolo. Frieza. He has died. Majin Buu. Technically, Krillin's only died 3 times.
Yeah,
he's died 4 times if you include GT, which GT's not canon, so he's only died 3 times.
Let's see. He was killed by every villain in Dragon Ball.
He was killed by Tamarine.
Okay, hold up. If GT is no longer canon, then technically he's only died twice.
Technically, he's died 3 times.
Technically, Krillin's been killed by every major villain in Dragon Ball Z. He was killed by King Piccolo. He was killed by Frieza, which was the major villain.
And he was killed by Boo, and that's it.
Yep. And that was major. Yep.
You can't Frieza killed Krillin. What? No, Frieza did not kill Krillin twice. He didn't die whenever Frieza blew up the Earth in Resurrection of F. He actually was saved. The only one that died of the fighters in that whole area was actually just Vegeta.
Some people think he technically died when he was stabbed by the horn, which he did not die. He was almost dead, but
because Dende was able to save his life. Now that's the thing. Dende cannot resurrect dead people. He can heal people. He was on the brink of death, but he never died.
Yeah, so now he would have died if Dende had healed him, but it's like a sense.
Yeah. Explain to me like this. Okay, if Krillin died 2 times with Frieza, and I'm assuming you're including the Frieza arc on Namek. Dende's powers is not resurrecting the dead. Dende's powers is healing the injured. So if Dende was able to heal him, technically he was not dead. So your logic does not make sense. Sorry, try again.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people try, but a lot of people do think that for some reason that he did die. Because technically Frieza thinks he died. I know he did die. Let me goddamn finish.
So Krillin's death was with Tamarine, the son of Piccolo or King Piccolo.
Yeah,
he was then killed by Frieza once.
Mm-hmm.
Resurrected by the Namek Dragon Ball, later to be turned into a chocolate and eaten by Mahjong Buu.
Yes.
But if we also include the GT, which you're saying is no longer canon, he was killed by the Brainwatch Andrew 17. What else was there? There was another one.
The Trunks 18 he was killed by 18 with the beam bite in the history of Trunks. So it'd be 5 times, but technically he didn't die those 2 times because they don't count in his canon anymore.
I have to question the reason of why.
Because GT is no longer canon, and Trunks is technically an alternate universe.
I include all of the lineage that they put together as canon.
But the Earth has suffered more times than any. So there you go. And
well, I mean, technically, the Earth population
it's died 4 times.
7 times, pretty much unsure of. But
it's Universe 7 4 times.
But again, like I said, still questioning the logic of getting rid of a series because what?
All right, because the original creators of Dragon Ball are not the ones that wrote and distributed GT. They gave up the license, or they lent the license out to someone else. They made GT. The fans hated it, so the creators of Dragon Ball actually did what Star Wars couldn't, and actually took it back and said, "Yeah, this ain't canon. This is actually what happened."
I don't know. I kind of like GT.
It depends.
I liked some of the story points. I like what they did with the Shadow Dragons. I like that. But besides that, it sucked.
Yeah.
But technically, GT is no longer canon because the simple fact, when you get into GT, you are introduced to severely older versions of
everyone,
Mai, Shao, and Emperor Pilaf, which does not happen now because of some facts within Super. They took the Dragon Balls, and instead of wishing for Goku to be a kid, they wished to be in their prime.
Which is the reason why I don't watch Super.
Yeah. So, I mean, but here's the thing. Super's written by the actual people who made Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
The reason of why I do not watch Super, because Super kind of just doesn't follow a proper continuity.
Well, what you consider proper continuity?
Well, you've already had a Goku who's already in his prime, so he's in his 20 to 30 years. Are we looking at a Goku that's later in his prime? 40 to 50?
Technically, where Super takes place is like 2 or 3 years after the Buu saga.
It basically, from what I understand, is not really a sequel. It's not even a prequel.
No, it's a continuation.
And the Buu saga pretty much ended itself a long time ago, and it should never be considered a continuation.
Yes and no. They actually came out and stated that they had plans for Oob as a continuation. Then they gave the license to someone else, and then they made GT.
Which
like
was fun.
I said, they came back and they scrapped it.
Realistically, they should have never have come back and just.
I agree with you, Rogue.
Realistically, it's their story. I know. It's the same way if George Lucas came back in and said, "Yeah, episodes 8."
Here's the beautiful thing: George Lucas is not coming back. He's already said that.
No. I know that, but it comes to the same point. If George Lucas came back in and says 7, 8, and 9 are no longer canon, and I'm gonna fix this, I'm not gonna be opposed to it.
I just don't even care at this point anymore.
This is the problem when you have people who've decided to sell off their IP and now want to change their mind because they didn't like the direction that somebody else took it.
No, I'm not. The only reason why they did that is not because they didn't like it; it's because the fans did.
I don't fucking care about the fans. I really don't. At this point, the fans don't even know what the hell they want half the time.
I'm big on that one.
We want something new, but we want everything to be the same.
Yes and no. If it wasn't for the fans, we'd still get that abomination that was supposed to be Sonic.
Look that right there. We can't even truly say the fans are the ones that changed their minds on it.
No, I'm actually going to say
I really think it was more or less a publicity stunt. Because you can't tell me within a couple of months that this movie was ready to go with the new Sonic. Sorry, doesn't happen that way.
No, yeah.
No, it was pushed back a year, not a couple months.
No,
3 months.
It was only a few months for it. I'm sorry.
It was only 3 months. It was only pushed back 3 months, I believe. Literally, so I don't know. It was only pushed back 3 months. And that could have been actually what they released was, I think they actually released not unedited, but I would say not final form.
And here's the problem: I can't even say it was final form either because of the factor that you have toys, half of the toy line with you, which was what you classify the abomination version of
already out. Yeah, here was
already out, and then you have the others that have already been out, or before the actual movie releases. So it's
here was the thing: the toys for the movie that came out 3 months before for the Sonic movie. The toys, and they looked like the final version Sonic we got in the final finished form of the movie. Whereas they look nothing like. I was like, that's kind of weird, and I kind of wondered about that. If that was actually, I think Rogue is right. That actually might have been a publicity stunt in order to, and it worked. I'm not.
Time out. The first Sonic trailer came out April 4th, 2019.
Yeah,
that was the first trailer, and they had a lot of backlash. Then they went back to the drawing board and fixed it. Then they released the second redesigned trailer with the new redesigned Sonic November 12th, 2019. And then the movie was released February 14th, 2020. So that's more than a couple months. That's almost a year.
I'd say
January 25 was the actual Paramount release for Sonic. That would have been in at least a 3-year. Hang on, that would have been at least a 3-year time frame of production.
Yeah.
They would have still been able to have the Prime Sonic movie done up within that time frame. It takes about 8 months or so in order for editing to actually complete itself. So realistically, they gave you a post-production Sonic to actually see if that would garnish a degree of critical applause or something that they would go back on quote unquote back to the drawing board. Unfortunately, this would have been out in Canada, and we already had the new Sonic out way before. You guys ended up pretty much finalizing it on your end, because the principal took place in September, October, both on Vancouver Island. First trailer pretty much delayed itself in 2019. Film was delayed for 3 months to quote unquote redesign.
Yeah, it was only 3 months. That's what I thought.
Alright, so it was originally slated within the old trailer to come out in November 2019.
Yeah.
Correct.
The first trailer came out around the beginning
the first trailer.
April. The first trailer came out in April.
That is a promotional trailer. That isn't the finalized piece.
Yeah. So only thing they had to do, they already had everything shot. Only thing they had to do was the graphical redesigns.
And
if you only graphically redesigning...
3 months for a graphical redesign is too short.
No, that was like not 3 months.
No. According to them, when I say them, I'm actually talking about the director, the producers, the people behind. They took 3 months to do redesigns.
Yeah.
2 days after the release, they came out and said that they were going to change the design of Sonic after the first trailer. Because it got so much backlash.
3 months.
So, yes, they pushed the design back 3 months. It could still be done.
No, I'm
No,
sorry. I
Yeah,
can't. It's difficult to rush it that way. It's already. That would just tell me that they already had the redesign on the waiting as it was. And to push out that particular type Sonic was to prove which one they wanted to go in. That was it.
Okay.
Wait,
So it really didn't matter on the fan design. It was more or less producer versus director.
All right.
they probably had they probably here's what they did, Sparky. They probably had 2 different companies already vying up for it. You had the Indian company that was going to do it cheap, and then you had the American company that would do the expensive, good-looking version. And we were basically the beta testers to see if we liked which version we liked. And we immediately shat all over. So they ended up paying for the American version, which was already pretty much done, just needed to be finalized and edited, which would only take another 3 months.
At the end of the day,
So they already had it done.
Budget. Which way they wanted to go? Were they going to go with a cheaper budget, which would be somewhere close to the 50 million, or are they going with 100 million?
And my guess is they already had the 2 enlisted. The thing is they wanted to see how it would react to probably the cheaper version. And I kind of had to think. It took me a while to get to this one because it did seem awfully short. Because if you look at the battles for Star Trek, the animation on the Star Trek battles, even on that takes fucking almost a year just to do those short 15-minute battle scenes.
Yes.
And they, the 15 minutes of animation, the computer animation it takes to do those battles that they had in the last movie they did, takes about a year to do that much detail. And Sonic would take even more because you have to incorporate him with live action shots of people and scenery, which takes even more time. So my guess is they had it all ready to go. They just had to render it, which would take about 3 months to render it. Instead of,
Yeah. That's all they did was they just kind of re-rendered it. So and again, it depends on how much money you're willing to put within the special effects department for CGI. Do you want to do it on the cheap, or do you want to put in a lot more money? Because if you put in a lot more money, things look a lot better.
No, you had people within a fucking month that redesigned that whole fucking trailer that looked better.
That trailer, no, it's exactly the same trailer. Just the only thing that was different was Sonic.
Oh no, it's not the exact same trailer. They took out they took out Gangsta's Paradise. That was a redesigned trailer.
No, it wasn't a redesigned trailer. You can change a song very quickly, Sparky. I'm sorry, it's just a song choice.
See, here's the thing: they're not playing the music in the background as they film the movie. That's added in later.
Well,
that's not hard to do.
So,
yes, it wasn't. It was the same trailer, just redone it. Probably had different scenes that had already been shot. I mean, basically,
they took bits that would have been for the secondary trailer, and that would have been it. Boom, done. Most of it's from the movie, so you're just cutting bits and pieces.
It would have needed more than 3 months to do the work they did. If they did a full redesign and then reintroduced it in, they would have had to do reshoots and shit too. My guess is most likely, but they didn't. They didn't even have to do reshoots. They just said we had to re-render. So like Rogue said, it looks like. I've seen rendering. It is not easy to do with live action. I mean, that's why these movies are always. That's why Sonic. Even though there wasn't much really going on, that's why it was so expensive. It's very expensive to put in 3D animation within real life. I mean, Smog was the most in the Lord of the Ring, the Hobbit movies, was the most expensive part.
Oh yeah,
Smog himself was the most expensive part in the movie. They even said so. Like, yeah, it was Smog cost $100 million.
It was the same thing when you look at the episode 1. Your biggest ticket item happens to be Jar Jar Binks, whether you like the character or not. He is a big ticket item.
He was, the actor they didn't pay much on, but goddamn, the animation for Jar Jar, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lucas said he was. That's why when he had to change him up for the last 2 movies, he was really upset because he.
All right, there's like a 15-second difference between the trailers. Okay, I'll give that to you.
15 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds. That's it. I mean, Hollywood is really good at tricking people into thinking, "Oh my god, they redid everything." Yeah, they are very good at tricking you and me and Rogue. Well, Rogue not so much because he's been a part of that industry.
Yeah, I know what behind the scenes is. And so when I see people bitch and complain about, oh my god, this is the worst ever Sonic I've ever seen, I'm kind of going, and that is a budget level Sonic.
They didn't know. Here's the thing.
No, that's
they didn't have what that because of that trailer.
No, dude, that's a budget friendly Sonic. That is,
I could do better than that. That's not budget friendly. That's lazy.
It's great if you can do that as a CGI. Great, you do that.
Yes, Sparky. Here's the thing, Sparky. That was a budget, but also, guess who? What else they saved on a fucking budget? The focus group. Guess who the focus group was? It was me, you, and Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue didn't buy it. Me and you did in the beginning, and as I thought along about it, kind of wised up and was like, "Wait a minute here. This doesn't seem right. This shouldn't take
Okay. So that begs to differ. If you, me, and Rogue, and everyone else who saw that trailer that liked it, didn't throw fit, didn't throw negative comments to it, liked it. What do we got? That one?
Yes.
Okay, so the fans decided.
Yes.
Actually, no. We hang on. We don't even know which one we would have gotten. To be honest, to be completely honest, we do not know. If we look at the toy design, both sets of toy design.
You can't say this is to Gemma.
No, hold up. When it comes back down, if you look at the toy design, both toys design of the pre-Sonic and the adjusted Sonic pretty much came out of the same time frame.
Okay, then you can't say that this was a control group then.
I never said it was a control group.
I did say
that. I'm talking to Jim.
Both lines came out roughly the same time frame from each other, maybe a few months apart. But again, I thought it was quite weird that some had the older Sonic model, some had the newer Sonic model. This is why I went through the speculation of going, there's something wrong here. Why are there 2 separate types that we're looking at here? And why are people making fuss over something that is basically CGI and it hasn't been fully rendered yet?
And a focus group doesn't really decide what's going to happen. They look at the focus groups, look at the numbers, and they decide, well, is it worth the money? Now, we weren't really, I don't know if we were necessarily worth it. Did we decide? Maybe. I would have to say yes for the most part. Simply because of just how bad the reaction to the shit Sonic was. But that's my only feeling on that. I'm not saying... I'm saying yes, that's
I have other franchises that I can actually say that fans have very little control over, because I can look at the Abrams Star Trek line itself. And every fan there of the Star Trek line pitches a bitch and...
No, Abrams even came out and said, no, he was telling the story the way he wanted, the fans didn't like it, fuck him.
Correct. Now, the difference between Abrams and Jeff Fowler wanted to get a fan opinion. He is focusing on what Sonic was supposed to look like. The producers, on the other hand, didn't care. So that's why you had the release of what it was.
Until
all
they realized they were
producers versus director. That's basically because every report that we had Jeff in, he's like, well, I'm not happy with the look of Sonic, but the producers are okay with this.
Okay, so you can make the argument that they planned for 2 different tracks of
Right.
doing this. Yeah,
Yes.
they plan. All right, so they plan for 2 different tracks, and then to finally get the way, this go. Okay, look, you want this movie to sell, you need to do it this way because according to this, yeah, people hate this design.
Here's the thing, Sparky. A lot of companies will work on make the that they'll make the product for somebody, but just because they made the product doesn't necessarily mean that they get the money and will sell the product to that company. They're basically, that's what they did here. They had the Indian company make the product, and they had the American company make the product. And they said, whichever one of you does better, we're going to get that, or whatever we get for that value, we will pay for the one we want the most. Now, they took a little bit of the Indian one, and they put that one out there. They were like, hey, this is going to lose us money, quite possibly. This one might make us break even if we use this one. And that's what I think they actually did. They looked at the reaction.
I think they actually made above budget, didn't they?
Well, they actually 6 times the actual budget in some cases. They were close to 119 million. Oh no, sorry, 319 million. I said 100. So they significantly made 3 times, which is why you have a sequel. Regardless of whether they might have signed Jim Carrey to 3.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. No, they have a sequel.
I haven't seen anything about it.
No, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is scheduled to be released in was originally supposed to be out for the April 8th of 2020. No, 2022. And Jim Carrey, there's already been some leaked quote-unquote photos of Jim Carrey in his new outfit.
In his traditional Robotnik outfit?
No, black.
Black,
yeah.
I don't get that.
The outfit he had in the last one.
Yeah.
So they're continuing with that. But it looks like...
Also, Tails will be in the sequel.
Yeah, I have heard that. I have heard that rumor going to be in the second one. Knuckles might be in it too, but we're not that one yet. Well, so we'll see. But yes, Sparky, you're probably they did do it in 3 months, but they had already had it ready 3 months probably prior because, like I said, in Hollywood, a lot of times you'll do stuff for big budget movies. Just because you did it doesn't mean you'll get paid for it. Hollywood works different from real life.
You cannot say 3 months. The first trailer dropped April.
Dude,
I'm going to fight you on this. I'm sorry. You need to get your timelines.
Listen to this last part, and I'll shut the fuck up. I will shut the fuck up if you just listen to this. They said, the director, the producers, everybody said, we're taking 3 months. We're going to redo this in 3 months. And
no.
And they did.
Time out. Listen. Okay. Trailer dropped in April. 2 days later, they came out. We're going to add an additional 3 months to the release date from November to January to fix this. So from April to January, April, March, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 11 months.
Sparky, Paramount said they took 3 months, 3 months, to do a redesign of the character. That's what they said. That's their official words.
Okay.
That's their official statement.
Okay.
So the movie was still slated to come out in November. It was released 3 months later.
The release date never changed. So Paramount is saying one thing, you have something completely different. Now, I don't know who to believe in this case, but regardless of at the end of the day, the release date from what I know never changed.
The release date was for November. The trailer released in April. It was set for November. 2 days after the trailer dropped in April, they said that they were going to fix the design. Then we got the new redesigned trailer in November, slating it for January.
November when?
2020.
No, here, November
No, November
2020.
2019. No, November 2019. Excuse me.
Thank you, 2019. So in January 25, 2020, the movie released.
Yes. But 2 days after the original trailer drop, which was in April 2019, they said that they were going to fix it. Then we got the redesigned trailer in November. Your timing's off.
No.
That's why I'm arguing here.
Okay, so here's the problem. Big problem. They acquired the rights in 2013. They got the director in 2016.
And technically it's February 14th when it was released.
Hold up. They got the casting in August 2018. And principal filming started in 2019, kind of roughly by that time frame. The first trailer was released in 2019.
In April.
Where?
Okay, so the Sonic. Let me look here.
Also, again, Sparky, the thing is...
Hollywood... Alright, so the first shown trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie with the original design was dropped April 30th, 2019.
You're wrong, because the first trailer premiere was actually on April 1st of 2019 at Cinecon in Vegas. It was released online on April 30th.
Okay.
Okay, I understand. Okay, I know what's going on here. I see where Sparky's getting this wrong. Okay, Sparky, I'm going to explain this to you.
How am I getting this wrong?
Okay. You're getting this wrong because you think, it took by taking that additional 6 months that you're adding, or until August, that 8 or 9 months. Do you think that's time they use to fix the movie? Yes, you're right, but you're also just let me finish. This is wrong. This is a long explanation. I need no interruptions in this, and this will explain how it is. Right at the time when they were released the first trailer, they had already started printing the film onto films and digital copies. Digital copies don't take as long, and only are usually released in some European areas, and those take about 3 months to produce total. Now, on the other hand, where most of the world still uses film, guess how long it takes to produce these films and copy them onto film roll after film roll after film roll? It takes an extremely long time. It can take up to months because you're producing. Now, when you have to reschedule like this, you have to reschedule for another date to get your lot made, like you would a part for a car. You make a whole bunch of parts, and then if you have to make additional parts, you do have to reschedule for later, right? For a car or something. The same thing works for film. You have to wait before you have to put yourself back in line. So the 3 months that they actually took to fix it was that amount of time was 3 months.
It didn't take them 3 months to fix it. It took them about 8 months to fix it because it came out.
Shut up! You're not listening.
I'm listening to you.
Additional 5 months took from the film for them to redo the actual films. They had to ship out to each area where they were showing the films. The actual film. Digital takes 2 months.
Okay,
that's 5 more months. So if you add up the 3 months, and they had to reschedule and then redo it, it actually comes out to they only spent 3 months of actually redoing the film and then redistributing the film to copies in order to put out to other areas. That takes time.
All right, time
so
out.
what you're saying is
I'm showcasing this right now. Okay, so according to Road, this trailer came out earlier than April 30th. Okay?
Dude, you have to go to Vegas Cinecon.
Alright, fine. Alright, so I'm actually giving this more leeway than you. According to you, it came out what? The beginning of April?
April 4th. It was the
April 4th. Alright, April 4th. Okay, April 4th it came out. Regardless, this is still the same trailer.
Released on the online by April 30th.
So regardless, it
Okay.
came out in April 2019, right?
Yes, April 4th.
Okay.
It's when its
The
first
trailer?
release was.
Okay, trailer came out April 2019. This says November.
I know.
At the end of the
because-
trailer, they added 3 months to it.
Dude.
2
I
months
know.
2 days after that trailer came out, they said that they're gonna redesign Sonic. So in April.
No.
They came out.
Problem with that, and again, Jamex has pointed out, you have to delay production of the DVDs or the DVR releases, film releases that are going to be distributed. So you have to stop your distribution. Most of it's already been sent out, so now these things have to come back.
I actually give zero go on this. What's Rogue smoking?
Well, if you guys have never been in the fucking movie industry or have seen what the movie industry does, you think it's going to take about 6-8 months for this extra shit to happen.
That's what happens. 6 to 8 months.
It doesn't happen that way, gentlemen. We have usually 2 different versions of a film. One that director produces, and one that the producers want. The same thing that's we've always had a director's cut. How did that happen? Well, because it's always been there. Never changed. Production wants to save costs, so they go with a different direction. That cost, that budget, they're the ones that are spending the money. It isn't the director. So, as stated earlier, when they're developing a certain movie in a certain direction, they give the rights to other locations, especially for a kid-friendly show. They're going to be wanting to make toy lines, merchandise, a few other different things. That has to go out very quickly. So after the movie's been produced, they've sent out the rights to the toy line to whomever is supposed to be putting in a bid for this. That's your biggest factors right there. The toy lines are the ones that are going to be giving you out all the leaks in that. It doesn't matter what a trailer does. Trailers can be crafted and recrafted multiple times because they're snippets of the already produced and finished film.
Okay, so this is what I'm reading. First trailer premiered April 4th, 2019 at Cinecom in Las Vegas and was released on April 30th to the public. It received numerous criticisms, with Get Jackie and Kotoku calling it horrific and a blind upon this worry of. Sonic's design was heavily criticized by fans for its humanoid appearance. 2 days later, after the public appearance of the trailer, the directors came out and said that they were going to redesign Sonic to its original basis. The movie was originally slated for the early period of November, but no definitive timeline came out. A redesigned trailer was then produced and published on November 12th, 2019. Apparently, a couple days after the movie was originally supposed to appear, and slated for November 14th, 2020. Not November, February 14th, 2020.
Well, the Paramount released theaters and Paramount Theaters came out in January 25 of 2020. The United States premiere came out in February 14th of 2020. The Japanese premiere came out in June 26th of 2020. Like I said before.
Okay, so you're arguing a month difference.
No, I'm not arguing a month difference. I'm actually arguing a completely different thing. I'm stating that this was a bait and switch. I don't care how long you think it took for them to re-render a character. I really don't fucking care.
I really don't
This was simply a
care
bait
if
and
you
switch.
think I care or not.
This was more or less producers versus a director. Director already stated prior he hated the design. So he was pretty much glorified when other people who've seen this after the fact of the April 30th version got a little tizzy. But the main focus I would have to be looking at is the April 4th one, which came out for the Cinecon. That's where we're going to have to find out exactly where the people's mindsets were. And it takes longer than a couple of months for a complete redesign for visual effects. And if the original release date was supposed to be November 8th, and then it gets kind of pushed over until sometime next month or next year, which is, I don't know. I have a lot of X to doubt on when this thing was finalized.
Yeah, you can say that, and it can also be the only graphics they did was for the trailer and then didn't do any graphics yet. And then that time period, that's when it was supposed to be done.
Again, don't know.
This is why you can't fucking claim what you claim. You don't know.
True.
Actually, we do, because here's the thing: if they said they've used 3 months to fix it, it would have gotten out of whether or not it had not been 3 months to fix it, because they would have had to tell their board partners how long it would have had, how much time and money they would have had to use, which eventually would have came out. Because let's be honest, the board has not been able to keep its mouth shut for about or partners in stock or anything. I've not been able to keep their mouth shut for about the last 5 years,
unless it was.
Unless it was if it was longer than 3 months, it would have came out.
Unless it was like this. Unless it was like this. It was what Rogue said it was, or I can't remember who said it was, but went with the cheapest person. They designed the trailer. They released the trailer. People didn't like it, and it was a go between this person and this person. Alright, let's be designed to be like this, be more lifelike. Or we can go back and go and do it this way.
Do you know how much the actual estimation for the redesign was for the budget?
How much?
$5 million. $5 million.
Okay, did it make it back?
I'm not saying it made it bad or it made it good. I'm just saying that's how long it took. That's how much money. It's $5 million.
Well, did they make it back? That's why I asked. Did they make it back?
They would have made their money regardless if they had the shitty Sonic or not.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
and according to the way how they would have, according to some math, it took around 5 months, and without any overtime, for $5 million.
Okay.
So that's from Mars's Animation Planet, since they were the ones that were behind the redesign of Sonic.
Okay.
So now the question is,
my whole argument in this thing is time. It didn't take 3 months. It was longer than 3 months. That's my only argument in the whole thing. Because the redesign happened around the decision for the redesign happened around March.
Again, 5 months is what the actual person who is stating.
Okay. And that's why I was arguing. It didn't take no 3 months. It was more like 5 months. That's why I was saying. 5 to around 7. That's why I was saying. That's what I was arguing. The way you make it sound was they decided to redesign around November. That's the way you guys are putting it out.
No. That's
Then
not.
it wasn't November. It was around March then.
What are you talking about now?
That's what I was arguing.
Okay.
We're still on the Sonic thing.
That's what I thought, but I don't even know what he's talking about now.
No, he's still talking. Hang on, he's still talking about the time from how long it took for the redesign.
The redesign. Okay, Sparky, I'm going to explain this one more time.
Hold up. Hang on, Jim. Before you decide to jump on this, I already stated how long the estimate time frame the budget took for the redesign.
No, that's not it. I'm talking about what they have to do when they redesign a movie in 3 months. Well, by that time, they were probably
5
already...
months.
We already said it was 5 months.
All right, it doesn't even matter. Even though it was 5 months, it still extends out the release date. Because the problem is during that 5 months, it just doesn't, okay, the movie's finished, let's just put it out there. You still have to do these other steps, such as you have to reprint the films, which you have to get in slated slot for that.
They claim that the delay from November to February was a result. But there's a release date for the Paramount Theater in January.
I know. I'm just...
that means that it was shorter than... So... If the movie originally came out on January 25 for the premiere, and you go back 5 months.
Alright, the Paramount release date was for November. Original release date was for November.
January 25 was their new release date. Worldwide release date, well, at least I should say, the American release date was in February. So if we go from January, the release date of that time frame, you go back 5 months.
Alright, and the November release date was for the American release, too.
Right. I know. So again, you take the new release date for the Paramount Theater in January, you go back 5 months. Where do you land?
Yeah, they added 3 months to it. I'm not disputing they added 3 months to it. What I'm saying was the decision to redesign was before that.
Way even before the trailer even
got
pushed out.
That was the question.
This is what I feel like our argument is right here. But if you guys get into this is what our argument here is right now at this point. This is how I see our argument going on. Go to the stream that I'm posting right now.
What am I looking at?
The whole thing I was arguing was the decision to redo this was January, February, March, April. Fuck, it wasn't even March, April, it was May.
Thank you!
It was May 2019 whenever the decision to redo...
There we go! It wasn't on the day of the first release of the trailer.
No, it wasn't. I was getting March and May fucking confused.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right, so,
But still,
hang on, hold on. Still, at the end of the line, like I said before, prior to the release of the trailer, the director has already come out saying he hates the look of Sonic. He doesn't feel it's going to, fit with the fans' desire.
So are you saying that he preemptively got another company involved to do this? Okay.
No, he pretty much put it out there that he hated the look of the character. He didn't say he hated the movie. He hated the look of the character.
Okay.
Paramount, on the other hand, didn't care. That's
ever
what I
been
was
to-
saying. That's what I was trying to get down to. At the end of the
Okay,
day,
okay.
it
I
wasn't
can
an
see that
entire
then.
fan made the decision. All that happened was Paramount kind of got their ass served to them.
If you've ever been to a King's Island,
the director needed the backlash to justify him. Okay, we need
Right,
to do it this
there
way.
you go. That's what happened.
Well, that's fine. But it still comes down to the decision. If it wasn't for that backlash, it probably wouldn't have happened. Paramount would have said, still don't care.
but Sparky, let me put it this way. People told Paramount, you can't build a roller coaster like this or you're going to have technical difficulties. And even the fucking state did it and they still did it. What do you think the fucking fans are going to do?
No, but at the end of the day,
At the end of the
it
day.
wasn't the
Just wait
fans that changed the direction of that movie. It was the people with the money.
It was probably the investors.
Correct. It changed the direction of that movie.
Yeah,
If the-
because
well,
they
here's the
seen that
thing.
the fans didn't like it. The fans didn't like it. They're not going to spend money on it.
There
and they're
are
gonna
a
lose
lot
money.
of times. Sparky,
No,
there
there-
are
there's
a lot
there's
of
a lot
times
of-
where there's a lot of times where the fans say we don't like this, and the investors like, meh, I'm still gonna get my money back. They don't give a shit.
It comes back down to the investors kind of make the final decision, because realistically, at the end of the day, Paramount, as the big production pictures, goes to a bank, gets a loan for whatever it is to produce this movie. They're not putting up their own money. They're putting up somebody else's money. Investors come into play, so they back up to hold the loan.
Okay, so I think we can agree on all this. Alright, I can agree that, alright, they played it a little bit, see how it fan out. They still relied on the fans' fucking feedback.
If that was the case, why didn't we get episode 9?
To an extent. Okay?
To an extent. I will agree. To an extent.
To an extent, they relied on the fans' feedback. But also, it took longer than 3 months to fucking redesign that shit.
Like
that was the whole point I was trying to argue.
Time frame and budget is $5 million, 5 months. So
they probably spent 5 months redesigning it and 2 months rendering it.
That's because, again, coming back down to the redesign on Paramount's end cost them 3 months. And that's the problem when you have a combination of different things happening here. You have another person, another studio, or another developer for this character saying they took them 5 months to complete it. All right, does that include rendering, or is that a whole separation? Did it take 5 months to redesign the entire character? Because rendering comes into play here. So with Paramount, the way how they stated it, it took them 3 months for the redesign. So that means 2 months went to rendering and redeveloping the films for distribution.
Still,
now within the time frame. Welcome to films. Their timeline, all films' timeline for the average person doesn't make sense. It does make sense.
Unless Paramount's just lying about it, because as stated...
Paramount is exactly honest on the timeline for the redesign of the character. He never stated how long it took for rendering. And if you look at the animation studio that did the full redesign, they said it took about $5 million for budget and 5 months to achieve finalization without overtime. It doesn't say anything about rendering the character.
Sounds like Paramount's just trying to save face.
At the end of the day, 3 to 5 months, we're looking at rendering or redesignment of the character, and it's all words.
So when did the redesign happen?
According to the animation studio, they got licensed to do it sometime in May.
So how did it take 3 months?
Again, 3 months for the actual design of the character, not including rendering. See, that's something that people forget. Rendering is another thing.
Well, here's another thing that people forget. If you were to put in today's modern, from this time, yes, but a lot of these companies use equipment that's usually about 5 or 6, 7, probably even 10 years old to render films because you can't switch on a dime, to new equipment due to the fact of retraining that equipment being able to work with your software. I mean, yes, if you were to take today's epic processors and use them to render a scene versus back then, 10 years ago, it'd be incredibly quick. But the thing is, we didn't have those.
I've seen studios that, as you pointed out, be using like the old Apple iMacs for whatever reason.
I've actually seen people using the IBMs that they used to. I've seen people use the old IBMs.
Yeah, I know
that they would get back for Star Trek back, and the Next Generation back in the 90s for the rendering and for I've seen those computers still being used for rendering on films.
But regardless how long it took for the entire redesign from completion, from the start of the contract to the end of the contract, so that the movie can be released for a January theater release for Paramount. There is still that time in between for the films and that to be distributed and processed.
See, that doesn't make sense. Even if, okay, it took them 3 months to do it, they still should have been able to make the November timeline then.
No, again, that runs into the rescheduling for printing film.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to reschedule that from their current date. Those slots open up yearly, not monthly or whatever.
A film print could take up to about 3 months.
3 to 6 months, depending.
For
on
distribution for you, most of the films for distribution now are digital.
Just to make all the films.
Digital.
Hang on. Just the actual to make the actual film itself, the reel-to-reel. That could take up to about 6 months for a digital. That could take up to about 3 to 4 without the actual sending it out to anybody. Now, this is the reason of why you have different opening dates for different areas of the globe. Not only because of the factor that it's a degree of controlling what's going to be leaked out.
Not everybody uses digital now.
Not every place has digital, so some people are still used to reel-to-reel, so you have to ship that to somebody.
And that takes a long time because those
Whereas
reels
fucking Podek as
small.
it gets out here, we use digital.
No, I'm talking China.
No, hang on. We also had we're talking about worldwide release. We're talking about like India. We're talking about the Philippines. Not everybody
Croatia.
Not everybody uses digital.
Okay, well, it still begs the difference. It's not. It took 3 months for the redesign. It added 3 months for the redesign. That's the argument I'm getting into. That's the argument I'm getting into. It added 3 months to it.
Here.
Sparky, here's the thing: they wouldn't if you take into when they actually started the redesign and then they added 3 months. Yes, it would add another 6 months, but the thing is, you have to schedule. It's like scheduling for when you make a car, right? When they make the car factory, they have a scheduled time. Now, if they have to set back that time, they don't just fill that, pick another slot. They have other cars that they have to produce at that time, so they'll make as many cars as they can of that brand, and then they'll switch to the other car design that they have to prod out, and then they'll eventually get back to that following line. It's not like you can't turn on a dime on this thing. This takes time because you have other movies you have to do, and they don't get moved up simply because a movie moved its slot. No, what happens is they still follow those slots. They have to buy a new slot, and if some other film,
I'm gonna argue on that one too because they build them.
Well, I'm not saying it's exactly like a car lot though either. I'm just saying, but you can't turn on the dime. I'm just saying
they actually build those on demand, so they build them. Okay, this is what we want. 4 to 5 days later, it gets produced.
Yeah,
well, that's fine, but
unfortunately for movies, it isn't on demand.
yeah, you can't do it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to go, Jim. That's not.
Well, okay,
good-
maybe it's the wrong metaphor or whatever. But you
What?
see what I'm trying to put out there, right? That's what I've been trying to explain to you.
That's
That's where the extra time came out to.
And I understand, but it's not. It was 3 months for the redesign. That's what I'm trying to argue here. It added
Yes, if
3
you-
months.
No, hold up. I told you the studio that did it. I told you how long it took them, and I told you how.
Well, I know,
much
but
it
you
cost.
guys, what I'm saying is Paramount said one thing, and then everyone else came out and said this. It's like, okay,
Paramount is going to say what Paramount is going to say because
yeah,
they're a
that's saving
production
face.
studio.
Yeah, that's
But
saving
also-
face. They want to blame the redesign. Okay, the redesign
Well-
took 3 months to redesign Sonic. That's why we pushed it out from November to January, February.
Yeah, but
But-
hang on. If you go with the IndieWire release that came out for November 18th of 2019, they actually stated how much it actually cost, and they also have a follow-up statement from the director himself on a social media. He after announcing the redesign. Thank you
Was it-
for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best, all in caps, he can be. Then
Also
the next trailer comes out in November. So there's kind of, like I said before, a kind of discrepancy here because I know Prowler hated the design prior to the release of the first trailer. Paramount was fine with the design. Now here we are, after the worldwide release of the trailer, internet, everybody gets upset.
Stop.
But the people who got to see it ahead of everybody else was the investors for the Cinecon. As well as you would have had the Access Media. They also would have had that able to see it as well.
Okay.
So within the time frame of when it was slated for Paramount to give the contract to another animating company, that's when we go from. So the animating company says it took them 5 months in total to finalize the movie. Okay. Did that also include the rendering? Because I feel like we're missing some words here. Paramount is saying it took 3 months to redesign the character. He didn't say to finalize the movie, just to redesign the character. So now we're when we're just looking at the wording, took 5 months to complete the film with the new character design, or it took 3 months to render a new design period. Not completing the film, just redesigning the character. I think both are right. I think it took a couple of months to render the character from beginning to end. So you're looking
Actually,
at 5
design
months.
the character and then put him in the movie and render it.
Yes, and render.
Okay, I can see that if it took 3 months to design the character. Okay, I can see that.
That's basic. Again, when this is why I kind of look at the words and I kind of go, words are very.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at, because the way it makes it sound like the way you were saying it took 3 months to do everything.
And again, I never
That's
said
what-
everything. I just go on the
This-
words of what Paramount said. They said it took 3 months for
this-
the redesign. That's
yeah,
it.
this is what we were arguing. Because, okay,
Yes.
you can design the character. Once the character's designed, all they need to do is plop in and then
Yeah.
make him do what he needs to do
Yeah.
in each scene.
Correct, and that's basically it. So I honestly, at the end of the day,
I can see it that way.
That
the
is
way you make it sound like it's 3 months for everything.
No, I'm not.
No.
When I say it's 3 months, it's like it took 3 months for a redesign. I think that was kind of weird. I didn't say it took them 3 months to finish a movie. It took 3 months for a redesign.
That's the way you were making it sound.
Okay.
Anyway, so
that's how I believe that's how Paramount was trying to make it sound.
Yeah, that's basically like I said before. It's like
it's like no, that's not right.
and I'm like going, okay, wait, I'm kind of confused. And then you're going into the release of a trailer. I'm going, wait, the first trailer actually officially released on April 4th. Then it came out on April 30th. Then there's some vindication that happened. Then all of a sudden, the new studio took over for the redesign of the character. And 5 months later, we have a kind of like a soft release, and then you have the main theater release from Paramount itself, and then you have the American release. I'm like, wow, there's so many different releases here.
Okay, well, I'm pooped up to this. You guys say your goodbyes. I gotta get some aspirin, and then I'm gonna end
Yeah, I understand.
I love it. I love it. Arguing is always fun.
Oh, we haven't had a good one of these in a while.
I know. I mean,
good little rile.
Yeah, well, that's basically what it is. I mean, that's all you really want is a good little rile every now and then.
At least it wasn't about politics. Thank God.
No, that is basic for me. I like arguing movies and shit like that. Politics, I get bored of it.
Well,
It's like,
Pim wasn't here, so that's why politics wasn't involved.
Oh, thank
God.
Can we just make sure that never happens?
Well, Sonic
depends.
is blue,
it
so
depends.
therefore he's a Democrat.
Well, time out. All we had to do is bring up, hey, you hear about that one QAnon conspiracy?
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's sad, but it's true.
It is.
Or you could just say, well, Sonic's blue. That damn Democrat.
I'm still.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. I've got a headache. Good night, everyone.
I got a headache too. Bye bye.
I don't even have one yet, and I'm still waiting for one to happen.
Yeah, it will. You're in Canada. You're behind 2 hours. Remember that.
I know, but again,
you're in the future.
I'm in the past that's going to be following Dwarf Future, and I still haven't received one yet, so I'm kind of confused.
All right.